Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to Perafilozof's City Skylines. Let's learn to play. I'll be continuing on with my first city that I have made in the previous 4 videos. In the previous video, the 4th video, I had expanded my zones. I had some problems with commercial because they had upgraded, and the upgraded commercial had a need for highly educated workers, it seems, and all of my commercial that I have at the moment do not have enough educated workers. They have gone up to level 2 and then they had ended up filling all the need for commercial, but also requesting more and more workers, which I just cannot seem to end up having enough of. I do have an elementary school, and if you look here, I even made another one, and I have a huge capacity, but only 47% at the moment are graduated citizens. Now my question is, does a level 2 building require a high school educated person? Now I honestly would not be able to tell you. Higher level industry requires educated workers. Well, education is requirement for buildings to level up. So I do already have education from the elementary school, but it seems I do not have enough education to have educated people to have all of these buildings serviced. Not sure what else can I do about it except build a high school, so I'm going to try and see if that does the trick. I have a nice spot here and I will use it for a high school. It seems it's gonna cover a huge area, much better than an elementary school. Oh, here we go. High school availability 600 eligible. Now that was obviously my problem. Now we know, as soon as you unlock a building, you should plop it, because the need for it arises very quickly. I just simply had not expected to have this many eligible people for a high school. Okay, so that's that problem fixed. I noticed this also. Garbage has piled up. 35% full, garbage trucks 10. Now, is my budget at 80%? 80 is. I should return it to 100%, and that should get me 15 garbage trucks. I had reduced the budget previously because my city was smaller and did not require this many garbage trucks, but since I'm getting the signs that are telling me that garbage needs to be taken out, that is exactly what I will be doing. I'll be taking that garbage away. Now in the previous episode I had started using the tool to create the districts. I had created this one, but I do need to expand on that because it has grown. I need to take up more of this residential, and the industry has grown as well. But the trick is I haven't used any of the policies that come with having districts, because I said I would look into that later. So this is the time that I am going to look into this. So let's see what can we do about the industry. We could use the smoke detector distribution to significantly reduce the risk of fire, and since my fire department can barely cover this much and it takes a while for it to get to the industry, it might be a good idea to pay up for the smoke detector distribution in here. The question is just how much money is this going to cost me? It doesn't seem to say exactly how much money, or am I just not seeing it? Maybe I could find out in the budget menu. Let's see, expenses. There we go. Weekly policy expenses, 200, 230. It will probably level out once the week has ended, because the budget is calculated per week. I was thinking about recycling to reduce the amount of garbage this place creates. it says it slightly reduces tax income and it slightly reduces garbage accumulation. Slightly reduces income. Well, let's turn it on and see just what slightly actually means. I had 7,460, was it? Let's see what happens. Now, it seems the industry detection distribution, oh my god, what is its name? Smoke detector distribution for the industry is costing me 500 per week, while as for the residential recycling, I've already lost around 100 of my income, 150, almost 200 now. Okay, I will come back and see about that again. I had unlocked the buses, but I honestly do not see the need to have bus stops and bus stations in this city, so I will not go with that for the moment. Okay, a lot more abandoned buildings now. The commercial really needed those educated workers and I did not provide them in time. Hopefully that will be fixed soon. The thing is that now that I have built a high school, I can't really change the budget of just the high school. I definitely have way higher capacity than I need, but the high school is connected straight into the elementary, and as you saw in my previous video, the area of effect is connected directly to the capacity, so you cannot reduce the budget without reducing both of those, and I don't honestly wish to reduce the area of effect. I just wanted to reduce the capacity, but those two are connected, so I can't really touch anything about that. So I do have more commercial zoned than I actually need at this point, so I'm going to unzone some of it and turn it into residential. Let's see, my power and water, I definitely need to increase the budget on those. Power to 95%, water to 90%. That should increase the available power and water. Didn't increase much, but enough. I don't think they have unlocked much more, at least not much more that I haven't totally placed, and since I do have an industry and a residential demand, I could expand on both of those. Now this road here is a two-way most likely, and I would like to connect over here to the industry. So let's see, go up, and to connect to this I would need to start around here. Can you please be straight? Yes. A one way to go to the industry. And over here I can expand my zones, or I could just expand them over here, although they will have to travel all the way here to get to the industry. But I wanted to use up the rest of this space over here. So I will just zone this part first. That will be for the water, and the power will expand on its own. So now what is there? Need some more zones. Let's see about adding some roads first. Two ways, yes. Two ways, I need two ways. Excellent, the pylons did not get destroyed this time around, although I may have to destroy this one manually, because maybe I cannot even, I can, excellent. There we go, that takes care of that, and let's zone more residential and a little bit of commercial. Now I did show you in my previous video that commercial inside residential zones creates noise pollution, but I have yet to find out the extent of the impact on the happiness of my teams that are living here So for now I'm going to keep zoning residential and commercial mixed and see exactly what kind of an impact that's gonna keep having. More zones here, another little shop here, and some more residential. One thing that I wanted to place, this is a payment path, access to pedestrian, and a gravel path, so 2 types. Yeah, here we go, trees. Now at the moment there is no tool that you can use to get several trees down planted at once. I kinda was hoping for something like that, but for now I have to place them manually. Let's spice this area up a little bit. It's some nice trees. I already have placed some parks, some actual parks, not just trees, and you can see the influence they have. The homes become greener, and that means they're happier, I suppose. So, ratio of zone types in your city. How am I? This is industrial? I have that much industrial compared to the residential. That does not compute. Just does not compute for me. However, with education, 300 out of 600 eligible, and you have to switch over. You have to actually click on the high school to get the high school view. So still only 10% graduated at high school, and I have more abandoned buildings that are ex-commercial buildings who did not find educated workforce. But I do not really have a commercial demand yet, probably because I have so many of these level 2 buildings and they are filling up all the demand. The residential demand has gone down and I could build some more industry. And I'm trying not to have too much industry all together clumped up, so I will probably have to build another area up here if I want to extend the industry. One thing that I forgot to show you in the last video was the pollution from these 2 buildings. It seems that I was right when I said that if you place 2 buildings that create pollution, they're not just going to build pollution on top of the previous pollution, they are going to expand in the area of the pollution. So when I had only this building, the area was a bit smaller. Now that I have 2 buildings, the area has increased in size. And you can even see them connecting with the pollution, even though there's nothing in between. The interesting thing is, the workers don't seem to get sick, even though they are working in very polluted areas. An interesting thing to think about is that how it's supposed to be or not. Average drinking water pollution 0. You should really keep an eye onto that, because if you have drinking water that is polluted, you're going to have a lot of medical cases. And now that I've mentioned medical cases, I should build a new clinic over here, now that I have saved up enough money for it. Let's say over here. There we go. Much happier now. Where did I stop at? Oh right, building more industry. One way coming in, and I want to expand my industry, so go up with one way. How much space do I want to leave? Well, a lot actually. So 2 way from here. I need a new zone here. Missed it. There we go, perfect. And time to zone some industry. Now I might be breaking from the pattern, because here I was going from the south to north, here I'm going from west to east. But really no need to be that specific about the direction of the industry. Should this be enough? Oh, let's just build a bigger zone, and if they want it, they can fill it. They are going to need power, that's for sure. Let's expand these pipes. And I will need more piping here as well. There we go. Power, they are going to need power. So let's see, from here, a pylon up to... I'm gonna run into the same problem I had down here. The area around the industrial doesn't seem to be this big. When you have a road, it limits the area. Well, it doesn't limit it, it fills it, so you cannot put a pylon right there. But I guess I could connect, if I were to place some industry, just a little bit of it right here, and then get a pylon from here. Whoop! What just happened? Oh, there we go. That one took the zone, the power zone from here, got it to itself, and then got it to the other industry. So I didn't even have to build that pylon. Cool. Maybe that would happen here as well. Nah, too far away. It would probably happen if I placed some industry here, but I would rather not because of the traffic. I haven't really checked out, have these guys moved in? Yep, most of them have moved in. Now the taxes I haven't also touched in a while, and I have not expanded this area. Wow, so many things to do. You probably now understand why I keep the game at 1 speed, because there are just so many things that pile up that need to be done. And if you're not careful, you're gonna forget to do them, and the game will just get away from you. Where did I stop at? At budget, but taxes this time. I had increased the taxes for my residential up to 10%. The commercial I have left at 9%, and reduced my industry taxes to 8%. Now, because I am spending a lot of money on that policy, I am going to increase their taxes as well to 10% and have them pay up for that. The residents are not paying for anything. Maybe I should get some policy. Smoke detection, not really partial to that. Recreational use of drugs increases police budget, slightly reduces crime rate, moderately increases tourism, slightly increases tax income. So what's the downside? Where's the downside to this? Increases police budget, so... Aha, I'm paying through the police budget for it. The increase in the tax income, in the tourism, and the reduced crime rate. Oh, the building is on fire. The elementary school is on fire. I didn't even know the utilities could and services could get on fire. Come on, guys. Make sure that thing does not burn down. It's pretty expensive. Let's see this. Whoops. I meant to do this. Are these children outside having... Oh, look at this! They were outside because it was a fire, and now they're going back in. I did not even know that was a thing. Huh, great. Oh, cool, they saved the school. Well, some kids might not be totally happy about that, but... School, go to school so you can work. And you can work in my ever-increasing need for the industry and commercial. Here they definitely don't seem to want any more commercial, but they will want residential, so let me just build more residential. It's quite interesting that my commercial need is so low. Could it be that these buildings just produce so much goods? Well, they don't produce, they sell them. So much of it that it makes my commercial need go down so much that it doesn't even come up for like 2 videos long. I guess it is possible. So how am I with power and water now? I should increase the water and the power budgets to 100%, to 95%, and I'm almost reaching the end of what two power plants, two coal power plants and two water towers can give me. Now what's the difference between a water tower and a water pumping station? Well, the water pumping station actually costs less? It costs less, but you have to place it on the water and it has a double the capacity than the water tower. I had no idea. I actually thought this was more expensive. I guess the downside is that you have to place it on the river, and in case somebody is sending poop water like I am here and you have to place it over here, then that would create a problem. But I still don't see much pollution. Oh, there is some of it, but not too much. I'm not sure how much capacity is this going to have. Let's see. Sewage production. Oh, I'm getting close to the maximum. I should upgrade this at some point. It's not expensive. I'll have the money for that. Garbage. I knew there was something that was nagging me at the back of my head. It's already at 54% full. I'm not sure when do I get incinerators. I need much higher population for the incinerators, so soon I will need another landfill. It's not too expensive, so no worries yet. How is my income, I wonder? 9,000 compared to the 6,500. Ooh, I definitely increased the income lately. Could be due to the... What's going on here? Crime rate is high. Really? 6% is a high crime rate. Right. What's going on up here? Oh, not enough workers. I definitely need to expand these zones. I just am trying to remember what did I start to talk about before I looked over there. Damn, what was I talking about? Before I went to the crime rate, I was talking about the landfill, no, the utilities. Damn it. I really don't remember what exactly was it talking about. Must have not been that important. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. Because I was talking about the budget and how much more income I now have because I had increased the taxes on the industrial as well as the commercial. No, commercial I left at 9. I had just increased the taxes on the industrial zone. But I did zone a lot more, so it's possible that also brought more from the taxes. Where did I stop with this? Wanted to get more residential. I will leave this spot empty because the pylons are getting on my nerves. I don't want to move them all the time. Although, why am I even keeping the pylons when the power can go through the residential zones? Yeah, that's kind of stupid of me. Okay, delete. Get the pylon to this zone and then you can delete this. You don't need this either. I do need this over here. There we go. And I've even saved some money by demolishing those things. Over here everything is connected. Oh right, no workers. I'm on it. More zones, more residential zones. A little bit of commercial and the rest can be residential. Can I have a residential over here as well? I believe so. I don't have any more room here. Ah, this was badly calculated. I should have had a street go here and then have buildings back to back. Maybe it's still doable. Nah, nope. Oh well, it's not that terrible. Now I can use the entirety of the zone except up here. There we go. Now I think I'm still going to unzone this piece here, just so if I make a road here for something else, they do not zone onto that road. Do I have any problems except the strange high crime rate? This seems to be okay. Oh right, I need to make sure I have enough power. The budget for the power and the water, I will leave it 100% and see how that goes. 78 megawatts out of 80 megawatts. Definitely going to need more power. Now what do I invest in? The advanced wind turbines or the coal power plant? The coal power plant is 19,000 each, these are 12,000 each. This provides 40 megawatts, this thing provides up to 20, so the price is not double, but the power output is. But the upkeep is way lower on the advanced wind turbines. And of course they're not polluting. Let's see how much could I get over here. 6 megawatts, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's crap. Wow, that's really low. Alright, definitely this map is bad for the advanced wind turbines, so I'll keep building coal power plants. Now this is probably gonna be overkill, so I will reduce the budget a little bit. Let's say to 80, see what happens. Electricity consumption 80, reducing... Oh, I reduced the budget far too much. Go back, 90%. 90%. 97, need 80, but that's okay, I will be expanding some zones. Anyway. Okay, so this is as far as this side can go. I could build a road here and get some more zones on a dead-end street. And even put some commercial here. But that's it, I will leave this spot for later. Who knows what else I will need to build. Now I do have the 2 medical clinics now. Fire safety, definitely need to build a new fire station, and luckily I do have the cash for it. I believe I chose this spot here for the services, so that's where I will build this one. Police is not able to go through this area, but the crime rate is at 10%. Maybe I should build another police station after all. Nope, nope. Yes, and no. Yes. Over here. Okay, that took a lot of money, but it should make sure that my crime rate doesn't go over the top. There we go, crime rate down to 6% now, just as I plopped it. Fire hazard at 46%, much lower. I'm hoping that's due to the keep forgetting what the name of that thing is. Smoke detector distribution. Right, smoke detector distribution, exactly. The water, I did not check the water. Sewage production is almost to the capacity, and the water is almost to the capacity, but still that looks okay. I could go with more budget to get more of the capacity, but I don't want to pay too much, because once you go over 100% things start costing way more than just 10% if you're at 110%. Well, I think this is enough for this video. Once again, I have achieved a nice balance. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.